Hi everyone, I'm Siyu Chen and I am an undergraduate in the business school. I'm glad to be here with you today. Now let's get started. Since country began to lock down in an attempt to control COVID-19, we have witnessed the responses to the virus across different countries and it has renewed our understanding toward female leadership. Against this background, I did research on the status quo and the importance of women in business. In this presentation, we will discuss how to encourage and empower more women to be in the boardroom in the sports industry through the lens of Aston Villa Football Club. Let's first talk about recognition of women's leadership during the pandemic. The outbreak of COVID-19 has been an enormous test of leadership. In terms of suppressing the coronavirus, a recent analysis found that countries with female heads of state suffered 6 times fewer confirmed deaths than countries led by men. There are also praises on social media for female leaders' competence to tackle the crisis. This trend shows a significant influence of female leaders. And when we look into the business world, the importance of women in leadership positions has become increasingly prominent. According to data from a study, companies with more women on their boards were found to outperform their rivals with higher returns in sales, higher return on invested capital and equity. Despite this evidence, women are still underrepresented on the company boards of UK PLCs, but there is inspiring progress that has been made. So let's look at the current situation of female leaders in business. With the encouragement and support of British government, more than a third of FTSE 350 board positions are now held by women, with the number of women on boards increasing by 50% over the last 5 years. However, the sports industry is significantly behind. Female board representatives are obviously insufficient, and half of the professional clubs have no women on their boards at all. Take Premier League in this season for example. 11 clubs have no women on their boards at all, while Hotspur is the only one that meets the threshold of 30%. You don't need to be good at numbers to know that why professional football clubs need to bring in more women in boardroom, because they're just cutting off half of the talent from the opportunity set. Besides, more and more football fans not only focus on the performance on the pitch, but also CSR. Empowering women to be in a boardroom shows one's awareness of sustainable development and a responsible mindset, which will also bring in more sponsors. So when we look at Aston Villa Football Club, the current situation is a little worrying. According to the information online, there is no female in an executive position. In fact, there was only one female in boardroom level in the history of Aston Villa FC. Aston Villa has fallen behind on the road of gender diversifying in the boardroom level. To encourage more women to get involved in leadership, Aston Villa may consider the following ideas. First, recruit the right people. The club can create a position description and make sure people know what type of person you are looking for. Actively look for women with the skill and experience required to fill a senior position. Second, provide practical support. Considering the unavoidable burden of family responsibility brought to women by the pandemic, Aston Villa FC may place policy to enable flexible working. And set a target can help. Like government, clubs can regulate the number of women who should sit in committee and boards, set a target above current levels and a time frame in which to achieve it. The club can increase gender equality throughout the corporate ecosystem. Aston Villa FC can take action to encourage gender diversity not just within the boardroom and management structure, but also more broadly across sponsorships and fan base, even reflect on the service and products. As we saw during World War II, when many married women with children joined the labor force for the first time, big crises can bring about big change. As a Premier League team with a long and brilliant history, Aston Villa should see the opportunity to empower more women on board. This is not only about doing the right thing, it is a savvy road to both commercial success and building a legacy. This is the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening. Bye.